stat in Conversation Castle.
You get me up.
Oh, you get me. I
Ow,
see. You
my
get the
throat.
fucking get the apples.
How did you know that was my starting fruit?
Because it was also mine.
So, anyway, yeah, sorry about technical difficulties of the session.
Throughout.
It is.
I mean,
Oh,
you
boy.
couldn't have known. It wasn't until it came down to it that it was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
I mean, I really could have had these set up better. Like, you know, I had the dragons. I'm like, oh yeah, I just need to drag and drop, adjust maybe the stat block a little bit for the orange dragon because it's not actually in the in Foundry. It's actually still listed as adult red dragon when it is the orange dragon. Regardless.
But you know what I mean. It doesn't hurt to be like it's not against you to have assumed that the thing would function as it was supposed to, and then for it to just be like, no, fuck you. Like,
Yeah,
this,
it-
that's just
like,
unlucky.
we're over a year in, like a year and a half at this point, right?
Over
And-
2? What the fuck are you saying?
What? Didn't we start in like January?
No!
I don't
We
remember.
started
Oh,
in,
right,
like-
we started before that because of Octi.
Episode 1 started in a July something.
Regardless, it like I'm still bumping into these, and that's why I am like I'm used to VTTs that are very easy to use because with the one I'm used to, Roll20,
What I was doing.
you legitimately can like click on the token, assign a person to the token, and that's it. It's done. For this, you need to be very specific with all the actors because there's a lot of bips and bobbles that go into it. And let me
Yeah.
tell you, the actor folder looks atrocious. I need to clean it and get shit in order because it's bad. And you know, it's the difficulty curve to use Foundry is marginally more than what I'm used to, and I don't run a lot of professional games. That's the thing. If I did this professionally, I'm sure it'd be amazing with all the bips and bobbles. Also, I can't access it because Hunter needs to run the server.
Steve,
So,
you are actually for reals not gonna believe this.
what?
Today is actually the 2-year anniversary of this campaign.
Ah, fuck.
Session
What an
1,
anniversary.
June
2-year
30th,
anniversary. Foundry has betrayed
2021.
us. Maybe we
We
could use this
recorded
as
Happy
an
Excuse
excuse
2
for
years.
Foundry.
Go fuck yourself.
Yay!
Yep.
There are fireworks outside that make me think I'm getting shot.
I just heard that.
I fucking hate this. I fucking hate these assholes outside.
Why don't you come live in Maryland where they're illegal?
Dude, it doesn't matter if they're legal or illegal. You're still gonna have them. They're technically not legal where I am, but we're 30 minutes from the fucking Wisconsin border, so we're gonna buy them anyway and shoot them off constantly. Like,
It's not legal where I am.
because
but
oh
they're
my
still
god,
doing
America.
it. America.
Here, but I still hear fireworks. Like, people have started doing that where we live because the fireworks show is no longer, like, actually
Yeah,
anywhere.
and just
not
and so
hosted
many
anywhere.
so many places it'll just go on for like an entire like month, like 4 weeks worth of fireworks, like 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, like the day that like when the day finally comes around of the 4th.
Anyway, back to Dungeons and Dragons related things. I am really hoping to kind of kick it into higher gear and power through. Like, I'm going to, I don't know when, sometime during this next week, I'm going to get the other encounter completely set up just like this. There are going to be additional combatants that are more or less going to be the other like Rangers Guild members and random guards, and since most of the party is over here, most of the party is going to be functioning as like NPC summons or stuff.
Can
So-
I be what was her name? Sandra's hunting friend.
You forgot your friend's name.
It's here somewhere. Hang on.
You monster.
Wow.
Not much of a friend, huh?
A real friend doesn't forget people.
Alicia. Can I be Alicia for that fight?
Sure, you'll be responsible for her death.
Oh no.
Congratulations.
You're a murderer.
Well, then I'll just have to
Oh,
try and
fuck.
keep her alive. Stress.
Yeah.
I've been stressing about this fight.
Well, I've been stressing out stuff elsewhere, but
Oh no, I've had a
Same,
great
bro.
day, but
I'm still stressing about getting my staples removed.
It'll
you'll
be okay,
You'll be
homeboy.
fine.
Yeah, they're really small ones. It's not gonna hurt me too bad.
Yeah.
The stapler,
really
on the
weird
other hand,
having
oh
my-
gosh, that
It was
hurt.
really weird having my stitching coming out bit by bit. Like as time went on, and
Okay,
they did help out with some
hold-
of it.
We need to actually talk about Dungeons and Dragons post session right up. Sorry,
Yeah.
I got distracted a little bit because people are still messaging me. Anyway, starting from the top, Coco, how'd you feel about session? Questions, comments, concerns?
I didn't do nothing, so
Yeah, quite literally.
Yeah.
I think your mic wasn't working for half the time, and the other half we were just.
no, it was
Sure.
working. I just had nothing to say or do. So
Fair enough.
Move.
You probably have a couple of comments of how I could improve, so we'll
a few, but
yeah, we'll save that. Anyway, Eric, how'd you feel about session? Questions, comments, concerns?
It was fine. It fit low, and I definitely wasn't paying attention much, unfortunately. I was too busy on my phone. But, I don't know, it was fine. Just, definitely the biggest problem was just something out of your control, which was the fact that we just got stuck trying to fix the dragons.
Yep. All of them, I need to spend some time adjusting every time I need to take them out. So, yeah, I definitely need to do more test driving before session. I thought I had done this previously, but no, I needed to. I need to, like, before next session, just completely make sure that the other encounter is going to work perfectly. Anyway, yeah, kind of apology to everyone for that. This was like a half session for a full session, and
I wouldn't sweat it too much, just 'cause, like, literally half the other difficulties just, oh, hey, Foundry, right.
Yeah, it's a big Foundry thing. I'm not faulting you for that. It's being a bitch, and like sometimes what you're working with just doesn't want to agree with you, and sometimes it can just depend on the day. So really, like, no need to be super like concerned about it. Like this was a lot of just it just kind of sucked, and it was gonna happen. Like it's not a big deal.
all right. So focusing on what actually happened during the session, does anyone actually have any like comments, questions, like things that actually occurred? I know we did a couple of things. There's like maybe a few roleplay moments. But honestly, this really could be boiled down to a pretty short session.
Yeah,
was-
pretty much.
it was one episode's worth of session. By the way, we're still on the cutting edge of that episode buffer.
Whatever.
I'll have
I know.
episodes for next week, but that's it.
I
Again,
mean,
if you miss a week, it ain't the end of the world. People aren't.
It is the end of the
completely-
world, Shane.
People
Oh my
aren't
God.
robots that can't understand time
They
and the fact that
can't,
hey, shit
Shane.
happens.
Shane,
I mean, we could always have a special.
Shane, you don't understand the stress that I go through. If I miss a week, people may decide to go elsewhere. What if they finally discover that we're not funny?
We
Yes,
were
and bad.
funny.
What if they finally get some taste?
Don't worry, Hunter. There's always going to be people with or without taste, or those that don't care, that are in the middle.
Anyway, so thank you everyone for attending session.
Yeah.
But what about Ruffles?
I guess we'll never know.
Tragedy.
An absolute tragedy.
I'll be honest, I lost where I put my notes for Thor again.
Ruffles is the owl.
Yeah, I know.
I want to.
I was looking for that during session.
I want to
and,
adopt that bird.
Well, you know, if the bird's owned by anyone, they were probably taken with.
It kind
Well, I
of
think we
belongs
get
to the
going
town.
now.
Well, then the mayor took it with. Anyway, all right. Have a good night, Eric.
Have a good one, bud.
Night, Eric.
So, legitimate offer to throw out here, like, between this week and next week, did we want to try and throw in something extra, like get a side thing happening, like Hunter, were you looking to run a one shot? Or...
That's not ready.
Okay. Hey, Coco.
And it.
I can.
I'm gonna
If
be.
you were serious about this.
I'm gonna be real with you, Steve. That's not gonna be ready for a while, like at least mid-August, because I'm focused on a lot of other things right now.
Cool. Would you want Coco to run something for us, and I could be a player at the table?
Where would it be?
Superior
mean-
roll 20.
Give Steve a break,
so much.
please.
I mean, if Coco's running it, then and this would be not like we're still planning on having like session on Thursday, but between now and next Thursday, if we could throw this together so that we can have additional buffer. It doesn't need to be all of the, you know.
I promise I'm not a shitty DM.
Coco's actually a great GM.
Who would we be playing?
That's up to Coco.
What do you guys want? I can literally throw anything together.
Hmm,
Just give me a few things you're wanting.
I don't know.
I mean, do we want to do a level 21 shot?
Not particularly, no.
I don't recommend that.
How does that even work? How long would fucking just making the characters take?
It's subjective. I mean, I already have a level 20 character.
I mean,
who
also,
is
when
stupid.
would we do this?
I
That
mean,
is
what-
true.
Whenever
What
you
days do you
guys
have
are
available?
available.
I
Have,
don't really have availability anymore, and also I won't
Yeah.
know mine until Saturday.
I guess I could maybe Tuesday.
I mean, I have a character, but Vriska hates her.
Wait, you have a new character and Vriska hates them?
Yeah, is this one?
Oh yeah, that one. Coco, the reason that Vriska hates that character is because it's an AI generated character.
Yes, but that image isn't.
Got it.
Yeah.
She was just mad about the original sin that you caused.
Yeah, but we cleared the air about that. This
mean-
is the only AI character that I'm getting.
It was a $2 character that was AI generated and adopted.
You paid for that for some reason.
And then I made actual art of her. Now she's an actual character, and I'm trying to find somewhere she can go. Right now it's campaign 2. She has a backstory.
Anyway, so
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
I mean, I'm up for it
If
I'm
you want the
free.
game, let me know. If you don't,
I don't know.
well,
I'm
I'm up
Hunter
for
needs
letting
to be there.
Steve play.
Like Hunter would need availability because Hunter needs to record it. So, like, that's kind of the major issue is Hunter doesn't have availability. So,
Hmm.
Yeah, weekends are tough now.
oh yeah, no, this weekend
I would be dead.
is. I was thinking like maybe Monday night.
I don't know if I'm off Monday night.
What time on a Monday night?
Probably after I'm done with work.
I don't know if I'm off.
Hypothetically?
Look, I'll get my work schedule and let you guys know then.
I need at least a day notice, and I can throw everything together.
You'll have it Saturday.
Yeah.
So, side note, hey B,
Hey.
I know availability is probably pretty rough for you right now, but if I were to throw together a short Dungeon Crawl Classic adventure, even if it's like just a one-shot, would you still be interested in playing? It would actually be like a leveled adventure, not just another peasant funnel.
Maybe I'm trying to figure out my fucking days to do stuff myself on my end. Just like with my own things. It's like, I don't know, maybe. Because, I don't know. I think I really just have Tuesdays free, Tuesday nights. And
No, that's
maybe.
literally when I'm playing Dungeon Crawl Classic. Like
Yeah.
I am playing in a DCC game that is like in the Vancian Dying Earth setting, and it like, oh boy, most of the sessions are almost similar to this, but the GM like screenshots the maps from the adventure, posts it on Roll20, but we don't control anything on Roll20. It is literally like the grid, and they have a fucking frame around it, and they're streaming their screen, which has a border that shows their character, like the GM's character, their persona, and they don't do a lot of voices. They have regular voice and a bit gruff voice, and that's about all I've seen. And like they, how when I'm talking and like really thinking about something, I stutter over my words a bunch and say like a bunch, and I have those like isms.
Yeah.
But I try and cut down on that, and whenever I get like a dramatic scene and I'm really describing something, a lot of those fall away. They don't have that, and they also like have their character do certain things, or like they'll say our character is doing something, and that whole like consent sheet that we did where you're just like, you cannot control my character for anything. So it like that wasn't done. And so they had my character just like do something, and it was very minor, but like another party member reacted to it, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's very it's the paid game that I'm in, and I'm just like, this is, if this isn't the minimum price you're allowed to pay per session, then they really need to lower their price.
Yeah, I've seen some people do stuff for like $3, but I think that's because they're like uber new.
Yeah,
From what I looked into, I don't know how, if like even worse. I don't know.
I like legitimately, if
I
that
mine for free.
I mean, I'm doing this for free as well, but
Well, I'm
besides
also getting a
playing Hunter.
live show together.
Pay him.
live show.
Pay him, Steve.
The live campaign.
I mean, pay him, Hunter.
Is that supposed to be campaign 2?
No, campaign 2 is not the live campaign. The live campaign is the live campaign. That's being done with a bunch of VTubers.
Gotcha. Anyway, yeah, I would say, like, confidently, I would maybe put myself at, like, if comparatively that is a $12 game, I would say I am sitting at, like, a $20 game, maybe $25 game. And it's, I mean, thinking about it, it's like that GM is collecting $12 from the 3 different party members every session. And like, sure, there's only 3 of us, but say, I'm providing a 4-hour session at $20 for 4 different people. That's $80, which equates to, $20 an hour.
Yeah, that's not
So,
bad.
Yeah, that isn't bad, and I legitimately have been invited to like run a paid game, and the individual who invited me to that is just like, I played in your games before. I can trust that you're a lot better than the people that are out there. And yeah, it's something.
It's an option.
I still can't. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I can still improve a lot as a game master. Technical issues with Foundry aside. I feel like I can still improve a lot as a game master, but at the same time, like, I'm being told I'm a really fucking good game master. I'm like,
There's
seen
always
the other
room
side.
for anyone to improve at anything, even if you're like an expert at something that you do. There's always room for improvement. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, know that you are very good, where you are above the standard of what people expect the vast majority of the time, that you are still better than a vast majority. And of course there's more that you can learn and know and be better at, but otherwise you're doing great as you are, and you actively seek to be better. So it's not like you're just like, yeah, I'm the fucking best and don't want to change ever, you know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest part of it.
Anyway, was there anything else we would like to talk about this session? I know that everyone is very excited to finally fight these fucking dragons. Coco has still been working on those sick maps. I know. I've seen you work on those maps. But, yeah, I just want to get this resolved. Like, I want to say next session, since we've started the dragon fight, if I can manage to get time to make sure the other fight is properly set up, I really feel like the second fight's gonna go a lot faster, honestly, with Paltrius, Regina, and Amalfia all there and able to do shit, like with like Dante and Regina have so much DPS potential that I really feel like it's just going to be a fucking stomp.
I
One can
wonder.
hope, and I mean, anybody who's close to me gets automatic lightning resist, so long as I choose to have them have it. So dope
And
shit.
if you're near me, you can't be scared by those dragons, so you don't have to worry about that.
Ooh.
So us just being next to each other, just rah. 'Cause I'm just
And I can give you
whipping
bonuses on
throats
your
out.
rolls if you stay next to me too.
Hell yeah.
Though, I'll be very shocked if something hits me. If it's not a save. But
You'd be
I
how
won't
it
spoil
be.
that.
I will never let them know my true power.
Gasp.
Hmm.
Otherwise, definitely have a good night, you guys. I need to go for now because this really fucking hurts.
Shane.
And I have a new
Yeah.
router modem to set up.
Shane.
Ooh.
What?
Are we still on for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, just hopefully I'm not dying.
Okay.
Even if I am, I can still go. Like, I had to talk a lot at work today. It's like, it hurts, but it's not like I'm sick. Because you know when you're talking, but you're actively sick and it just keeps getting worse and worse. It's just like, yeah, it hurts to talk and it sucks, but I can just keep going. It's not gonna get worse. It's just gonna keep hurting. So it's good. We have to divorce so Casey and I can get married and then divorce.
Yes.
That has been the goal.
Very important.
That's why everyone just keeps saying, "Are you guys getting divorced yet?" It's like, wait, we have to get married first, then we can start the divorce. Give us time.
It's a process.
Anyways, I'm gonna run for now. Have a good one, you guys.
Okay.
And good. I also probably need to be getting to bed, so if there wasn't
Yep,
anything else,
same.
I'd like to mention-
Steve.
yeah.
What game should I buy on the Steam sale?
What kind of game you feel like? Give me a genre.
Let's go with shooter. I don't play enough shooters.
Warhammer 40k bolt gun.
I already have both.
It's good. Oh,
System Shock. It's a remake.
The remake of System Shock.
Yep.
It's $32.
What a recommendation.
Eh. Let's see what happens when Oktoberfest rolls around.
You have VR, right?
Yes.
Into the Radius.
I already have Into the Radius.
Alright, well,
Try another
giving you
VR.
good game recommendations at least.
I already own all the good games.
Give me a second. I'm currently looking at my wish list. That's actually what I was doing. I was looking at my wish list. The Suit of the Gun isn't out yet. I have like a couple of games that are on my wish list that I'm like, oh, I really want to play this, but they're like actually not released. I know BattleBit was apparently something that a lot of people have been freaking out about.
Too late, I
like,
just bought it.
all right.
It's also not on sale.
It's not on sale?
Yeah.
Huh. How much is it?
$15.
Yeah, I expect it to be about $20. So.
You get a lot of game for $15. You get to run around with
Yeah.
like 250 people.
Yeah, I know, right? Looking at games. I mean, if you already have Red Dead 2, that's a game that's been out for a while.
I don't like Red Dead Redemption 2 because Octi likes Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's fair. It's the story of seasons.
He doesn't shut up about it.
I still need to beat it. I am not very far into it. I know Ultra Kill's a lot of people say Ultra Kill is an amazing game, as well as Gunfire Reborn. Hey, look, Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. You would not like that game, Hunter.
I probably wouldn't.
Like, even if I gave you a free copy of Fear and Hunger 1 or 2, you probably wouldn't like either of them.
This coming from the guy that didn't rage at Only Up.
Like, the thing with Fear and Hunger is you have to be very crafty in a system that the first game is like RPG Maker, and a lot of the stuff that you do with the first game is either like using items in the overworld or just straight out running enemies. And in the second game, they give you more tools and allow you to do more things, but it is very much a game where if you just try and like fight things RPG style, there's no experience, so you're just wasting supplies, and a lot of the fights are really hard and really punishing because, like, you know, there's a mechanic where you literally flip a coin, and if you fail the coin flip, you're supposed to call heads or tails. If you fail the coin flip, typically something really bad happens that involves dying or worse.
So one of those stupid games where it's a roll of the dice.
Yes and no.
I remember Tharsis.
Tharsis. I feel like I should know what Tharsis is, but I haven't.
Tharsis there was a mission to Mars, and then something goes wrong, and then it's like, well, I rolled a 3, time to accidentally drill a hole in my sternum.
Neat. Starship Troopers Extermination.
Alright, I'm getting that.
You like Starship Troopers, don't you?
I don't like Starship Troopers. I've seen the first movie.
There's a second movie?
There are 3.
Huh.
And there's a couple of animated ones too.
Ooh, Legend of Grimrock 2.
That weren't very good, but I hear that the new game is actually very, very good.
I am looking at all these games being like, ooh, this would be fun to play, and then remembering that I'm trying to beat an MMO and have a bunch of other games I need to get to.
Starship Troopers is very easy to make fun of, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In fact, I say to this day, like, to anyone, if you're planning a planetary invasion, please, please, please do not use Starship Troopers as a reference guide. Like, there's just this one scene in that movie where they do everything wrong. Sorry, nerded out there.
You're fine. I can't remember if it was from what I hear, Pavlov VR did a recent overhaul and got a bunch of people back into it. There was another. Yeah, I remember that, but I just wanted to mention that to you. They apparently revived the game again. I'm trying to remember. There was some other game that I'm just like, oh, that's really neat.
Is it called Pavlov's House?
No, it's completely unrelated to that.
Is it not related to Pavlov's House?
No. We already talked about Pathfinder. No, this is a different. Okay. Wasn't there a game called Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance that was an arena, like an arena fighter, and it just fucking sucked? It was just the absolute worst.
There was Dark Alliance 1, which supposedly was very good, and then they did another one, Dark Alliance 2, and then the reboot was god-awful. You're thinking of the reboot.
Because, yeah, I'm looking at Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, and then there's Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, and
then there's the remake, Dark Alliance, and it was awful. Really awful.
I'm trying to find it on Steam, and I'm just not seeing it. This is an interplay game.
It's
Neat.
It's right there when you type in Dark Alliance. It's under Dark Alliance 2. Yes, Interplay made the Dark Alliance games, and then they turned around and tried to apply that formula to Fallout.
Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance.
It didn't work. Yeah, Dark Alliance isn't even on sale.
Yeah, is it still? Oh, yep. The devs abandoned the game.
It didn't take very long.
At least that's what they say. Anyway, I need to be asleep.
Fine. We'll
Yeah, I
end
know.
Conversation Castle.
We're literally looking at Steam games. We probably should have
Only been
ended
running
already.
for 37 minutes.
Ah.
Alright.